Hello, thanks for joining me today on the Leukopak Lady. I've been talking to you about collection center infrastructure and how only a few centers will stratify themselves to become strong supporters of growth and commercialization, while most will not. So if most collection centers become bottlenecks to progress, how can developers move faster? I think this is through the use of independent processing hubs. I've talked about these hubs in previous episodes. They're independent laboratory locations that take in cellular starting material and perform cell isolation, cryopreservation, storage, and cold chain logistics services. They work with multiple collection centers and interface directly with developers to perform these critical early therapy processing and manufacturing steps. These hubs provide an important advantage for developers in the clinical trial and scaling phases of their work. Instead of relying on each collection center to build out these processing capabilities, developers can use these hubs to accelerate their move towards critical services, leverage a specialized infrastructure and set of workflows that are built specifically with their needs in mind, tap into organizations that have secured the right talent workforce to perform these services well, and partner with companies employing growth-minded business models to serve the needs of the cell and gene therapy community. One of the biggest constraints in allogeneic therapy development today is access to collection slots. Despite there being at least 35 Leukopak collection centers in the US, developers frequently report not being able to book collection slots when they need them. Centers are booked weeks and months out, which slows down development timelines and prevents donors who are qualified for specific manufacturing runs to be used when needed. So by using processing hubs, developers can decouple collection from processing and sourcing from manufacturing readiness. This would allow them to diversify donor qualification and collections across more centers, standardize processing across different collection sites and reduce site-to-site variability, secure more consistent starting material imports for manufacturing runs, and move faster into available manufacturing slots. Processing hubs create numerous strategic advantages: better scaling and operational efficiency, more predictable logistics, centralized quality control, and accelerated timelines towards commercialization. But keep in mind, processing hubs aren't a complete solution. They introduce important considerations. Additional handling and shipping steps are required. Potential variability can be introduced during transport. There's a dependency on another external partner, and there's a need for strong quality agreements and oversight to be in place. But developers that use these hubs effectively don't use them as a workaround, but as a part of a designed commercial strategy. They integrate them into supply chain planning, align them with strong donor strategy, and use them to support scale-up, not patch gaps. Processing hubs can help solve infrastructure constraints and accelerate movement towards commercialization. But there's one major infrastructure constraint left to discuss: talent. Who's going to do all this work? Join me on the next episode where I talk about the talent challenge and why it may reshape how this industry is built. See you then.